Well, hello there, motherfuckers, and welcome to your Raw reveal. It's all about the Shield. I don't give a fuck. Seriously, guys, I really hope this is a one-off because I'm just not feeling the Shield, and they're just making a real desperate move here to, make sure that the challengers are like valid and like no one gives a fuck. The title isn't even involved. This doesn't even feel like a real main event. It's like a special attraction match. It's a nostalgia match. I get it. This is supposed to be, the in-ring anniversary of the Shield. I kind of find it a little bit odd that they're celebrating more the in-ring anniversary. That pay-per-view, if I remember correctly, was in December. This is actually closer to their actual debut. But they're saying it's the same pay-per-view. I get that, but saying that it's their in-ring anniversary versus their them actually coming onto the scene, which was, I think, more memorable. I think anyway. But usually you talk about the wrestler's actual debut, but nowadays it's all about the in-ring, right? So, they're talking more about their in-ring debut. Anyway, we start off with Angle in the ring. The Shield comes out from the crowd. They did their classic entrance. Their outfits are not exactly the same as they used to be. They don't look as good. Basically back in the day, people used to make fun of them for wearing Big Boss Man's attire. They were wearing something similar, but it wasn't quite what they used to wear. They might have worn it, on a couple of occasions, but that wasn't their actual attire. But they walked out, they came out in something pretty close. They surrounded the ring. They kind of teased if they were going to attack Angle or not. Then he gave them the mic. Dean Ambrose wasn't as crazy this time. They kind of changed his gimmick. They kind of cut his hair a little bit, slightly anyway. They were going, and of course, Roman Reigns barely said anything. They're going back to the old days. And this is why I'm not crazy about this. I want to hear Roman talk more. I don't want to hear Ambrose talk more. This is why. We were going at a pretty good rate here with Roman, and now this is why this needs to be a one-off, folks. Then Miz came out with Sheamus and Cesaro, and they looked like they were going to fight. But Angle says, he'll call the whole thing off. If they don't stop tonight, there's going to be a cage match. There's going to be a tag match. This opening segment, I don't know, like saying, oh, save it for the pay-per-view. It just, okay, I know that they wrestled later that night. But, I don't really see the purpose. They came out there and it was like uneventful. Nothing really happened. Just Angle kind of standing between them. Them on the entrance ramp and them in the ring. It's not even like they got in the ring together to get some big heat. So not exactly a classic moment. Jason Jordan teamed with Titus O'Neil and Apollo Crews. This guy just tag teams with anybody. One week he's a Hardy Boy. This week, he's part of the Titus Worldwide Club. They defeated Elias and the best thing since sliced bread. So, Jason Jordan got the win here. He didn't get the pin. They gave the pin to Apollo Crews. Now, that's very interesting, right? The one that they're trying to get over the most is Jason Jordan. So why wouldn't he get the pin here? Not that it would fucking matter. Then another week you're giving the victory to to fucking Luke Gallows and Anderson. Didn't they beat the Hardys a couple of weeks ago before Jeff got injured? They're giving them that win, but then they're losing this match. Like, what do they want to do with these people? No, like, seriously. What are they doing with their talent? Do they know who they want to build up? No, because this has been the story for fucking years. They don't know who they want to build up. They don't know who they want to be the stars. So they do this 50-50 booking, and then they scratch their heads, scratch their asses, scratch whatever they on their fucking body, wondering why no one gets over. And it doesn't even matter who wins or loses these matches because they're not doing anything. You've got talented people in this match like Titus O'Neil. You've got talented guys. Jason Jordan's talented. Okay, maybe he needs to work on his charisma. But you've made him Kurt Angle's son. You could directly tie Kurt Angle in there, and you could have Angle do the talking for him. You have Elias here. Elias, who's proved himself time and time again that he could somehow, he's got the size and the look that he could be something more. But stick them all in a fucking 6-man tag and call it a night, I guess. Cedric Alexander defeated Jack Gallagher. Who the fuck cares? Outside of the finish, which I think that's an amazing finish. I mean, holy shit. That fucking lumbar move, backbreaker, whatever it is that he calls it, that is one hell of a fucking move that really looks like it fucking hurts. Looks dangerous. I don't know. They're not doing anything. I don't watch 205 Live, so Brian Kendrick is there. I know he's trying to kind of corrupt his mind, but why is that storyline not on Raw? How is anybody who doesn't watch the network, how is anybody tuning into this show supposed to know why Brian Kendrick is there? He looks like a normal tag partner. And Rich Swann is outside. Why? Is he also like his tag partner or something? Then why not just have a tag match? Are you telling me these guys need to have people at ringside with them? For fuck's sakes. I thought this was supposed to be all about high-flying action. And you're not telling a story. Why are these guys at ringside? Who the fuck are they? We know who Brian Kendrick is. Or some of us do. It was time for Miz TV. And they said that they were going to have a 5th partner because of what Dean Ambrose said. Angle said they were getting ridiculous and they can't do that. But then he said that if they could beat Roman Reigns in the cage tonight, if Strowman could beat him, then they would go on to get the choice of a 5th partner. If he lost, it would go back to the 3-on-3 and they would lose Strowman in the match. So at least there's stakes in the match. At least there's that, which is something they don't do. I mean, you have all these matches. It's almost funny, like as a prelude, with nothing happening. You have to sit through Gallagher and fucking what's his name, Cedric Alexander to get here. And it's still, they announced the thing, but we're not really getting anything from this segment. It's a lot of time. It feels very bloated. Sasha Banks defeated Alicia Fox. Funny how Sasha's supposed to be the main eventer and the boss, and she's, heralded for her charisma. I'm still not seeing it outside of the sunglasses and the knuckles. But Alicia Fox was showing personality. She tapped out like in 2 minutes. Holy shit. And that, again, with another backbreaker. That's 2 matches in a row where it looked like they almost destroyed the other guy's or the other girl's spine. Big tilt-the-world backbreaker right over her fucking knee. And it looked like it almost shattered her fucking spine. Anyway, also Fox has done this with the scissors kick too. I think she's just like a little bit like wild in the, she's not careful. I don't think she's hurt anybody as of yet, but it almost looks like she could one day. But anyway, she attacks her backstage. You've got 1,000 referees like goof. What is this shit? You never saw this back in the day. The referees, oh, stop it. She screams at one of them, "You're not my dad, you're not my mom." I have to give credit to Alicia Fox tonight. They did this back in like 2013 or whatever, like 4 years ago. They tried to build on Alicia Fox and make her crazy. And then somehow, some way, she went back to just being a normal. She ended up being a Bella. They gave her no personality. Now she's back to being crazy. If you're going to present us with Fox, she is funny this way. She was entertaining. I was entertaining by all her quips during the match. She was showing a lot of personality. So the thing is, like, why would you want to take personality away from a character? This is like what they did to Wade Barrett when he had the bad news gimmick. The guy had no personality. They let him have a personality. Then he had too much personality because he was being cheered for and he was a heel. So they made him boring instead. And they fucking put a crown on his head. That's what they did with the fucking guy. And it's kind of like, you know, who cares if they're being cheered or booed? That didn't matter during the Attitude Era. So what they do is they start changing the characters based on the crowd response. And the thing is, this is 2017. No one fucking cares about faces and heels and clear defined lines. So if somebody has a character that's working, leave it alone. Leave it alone, you dumb fucks. Why do you ruin careers? Why do you ruin people's charisma and gimmicks? Because, oh, some people are cheering for them and they're supposed to be a heel. Fucking retarded. Enzo came out to the ring to cut a promo. Once again, another great performance from Enzo. Kalisto gets in the ring, and he says that he's going to be the new champion at TLC. And I'm like, you're already the fucking champion, you idiot. Then I watched it on YouTube, and they kind of edited what he said. This is a guy that can't go 2 minutes without fucking gaffing during a fucking promo. And you motherfuckers want to talk shit about Roman Reigns. This little motherfucker, he can't even fucking go 2 fucking seconds without botching a promo. Almost like his tag partner, Sin Cara. Even though that was a different Sin Cara. But that's besides the point. I mean, this guy is... You know, he's not doing good, and he got the belt from Enzo. Then a bunch of cruiserweight. Then you had Mufasa Ali, whatever the fuck his name is, the Lion King motherfucker comes out. First Enzo had his guys come out. They were like heels. Then Mustafa came out. They started, beating on him. So Enzo's now got like an entourage of Tony Nese, Gulak, I forget his first name, a bunch of guys. And, they don't even bother to explain backstage why these guys all of a sudden joined up with Enzo. And, the other guy was the other Daivari, not the fucking one that used to be with Muhammad Hassan. Not that one, the other one. And the thing is, what I have to ask here is there's no explanation, no backstage. All these heels were against him in the Lumberjack match last week, but this week there is allies. Like, okay, I understand now they don't want to make the whole division against them, that they want to show that some cruiserweights are, on his side, but where's the explanation? These guys don't have a voice. They haven't had a voice since coming to the fucking WWE. Tonight would be the night to give them a voice. But Enzo did a very good job. And it just shows, like, why would you if you're going to put the title back on him at TLC, it's like you've already kind of botched his, his push or whatever the fuck you want to call this, because you took the belt off him, you killed this heat, the fact that he was the champion and everybody fucking hated it, well, the Smarks hated it, How could you guys, I see people complaining about him as champion. How can you complain about the division getting a much needed increase in charisma? You have a charismatic champion. You rather have some goof in a fucking mask who can't even fucking talk, who can't go 2 seconds without botching his lines that are probably so scripted it would make your fucking head spin. Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins defeated Sheamus and Cesaro. So that's what you want to do, right? Pin some of the challengers for you on Sunday. I don't get that. And again with this match, you're not fooling me by, oh, this is actually the Shield now. No, this is the same match that they gave us 2 pay-per-views in a row. We saw these guys in singles competition countless times. Stop with this fucking match. Curtis Axel wanted to go find Roman Reigns and beat him up. So Braun Strowman said, well, if you're going to do that, then go find him. And so Curtis Axel sets out to go find him. Finn Balor was in the ring. Bray Wyatt, Sister Abigail, nowhere to be seen. But Balor's cutting a dry, boring promo again. Fuckboy's in the ring cutting that dry promo like he always does. Then he looks at the screen and he says, I got my demons again. And, you know, they started flashing his face. I don't know what the live crowd saw. If they saw, you know, it up on the Titantron or whatever. I guess it was an okay effect. But, you know, Balor's promo just like fucking killed it for me. Like nice effects, decent effects, but holy fucking shit. I mean, this guy is a boring motherfucker. This guy's got nothing to fucking say, even if well, I guess maybe his lines are scripted to a fucking T, but still, this guy has got nothing to fucking say. He says nothing at all worth, you know, like, I've got my demons. Is that all he knows how to say? I got my demons. The line starts behind me. Shut the fuck up, you boring motherfucker. Holy fucking shit, this guy, I don't understand. I've been part of the Balor Club. If you're part of the Balor Club, you're part of the fucking loser club. That fucking club right there, that club has got to be full of fucking nerds, geeks, losers, schmucks, and just the worst types of people of all fucking time. Fucking Balor Club. Go fucking kiss my ass. He said that a couple of weeks ago. The Balor Club is with me. The Balor Club? Oh, so that fat boy in the third row. I'm so scared. The Balor Club. What a bunch of tough guys, right? That's like the fucking NWO. Fucking Balor Club. Mickie James and Bayley defeated Emma and Alexa Bliss. Okay match. You know, nothing really happened. Axel was backstage. You know, they didn't even show what happened to him. He approached the Shield. They went to commercial break. They came back. Miz was looking for him, and he's hanging upside down from a forklift. Which you know, was a little funny. They tried to do a little story backstage where, you know, Braun told him, go find them. And then they did that to him, you know. So I guess it was all right. Miz says that Curtis Axel is, you know, I found it funny with Renee Young. She, like, walks over Curtis Axel to get to Miz. I don't know if anybody noticed it, which was a little bit ridiculous, but probably part of the joke. I thought it was funny. She, like, walks over him like a used piece of fucking trash. And Miz says that he was never the 5th man. So then we get to our main event, and it's Braun Strowman defeating Roman Reigns. But how does he beat him? Kane comes back. And he comes out from the ring, like through the ring, for like the 10th time in his career. How many times are they going to use that spot? It's like every... You know when the last time he did that spot was? When he tried to pull Brie Bella under the ring with Daniel Bryan. Remember that shit? Now they're doing it again. He came out one time to pull Zack Ryder under the ring, 2012. He did it again in 2014. He did it again, and then he did it like way back during the Matt Hardy Lita, it was like the wedding or something like that. I forget. Anyway, this guy has done this spot way too many fucking times to the point where I'm just saying it's almost fucking ridiculous already. I mean, they keep having him do the same fucking thing as anybody again. That's what I said when I saw that happen. I didn't say, "Oh shit, Kane's back." It says he's seriously doing that fucking spot again. Anyway, this was totally random. I thought that Kane was running for mayor of his town or something, but but here he is in a match, and I don't know how to feel about this, but now so they Kane does the tombstone. Braun hits him with a bunch of running power slams. He gets pinned, and that was it. So. Now it's 5-on-3, which is a little bit ridiculous. And especially if Braun Strowman is on the losing end of this team. This is what they should fucking do during this match. To kind of borrow a little bit of the storyline from Vince Russo. Russo said that when they came out last week, Reigns, or the two guys should have beat the shit out of Reigns. I think actually Reigns should beat the shit out of them, spear both of them, and walk out of the match. Let Strowman get the pin. It'd be a beautiful thing, and that'd be the end of that nostalgia. You got your little Shield reunion, but now it's back to this way again. Of course, then we'd have to see countless matches between the fucking three of them again, which they already did. But, whatever, we would have the new element as, Roman being the heel. And that could be a little interesting swerve that they could do. And people might not be expecting it. Because right now, going into this, if they go in and they beat 5 fucking guys, that's just going to be totally unbelievable. You're going to job out Sheamus and Cesaro, who are already big guys, right? Bigger than Ambrose, bigger than Rollins, right? And Cesaro is strong as a fucking ox. Sheamus is a big dude. They don't play up his size enough. You got the Miz, it's a big star there. Strowman and Kane. So, how the fuck are you going to explain them beating 5 guys? Yes, a fake match, but like I said, it is a job for them to try to make this shit look as real as possible without it being laughable. And that right there, this is fucking overkill. 5 fucking guys? And I know why they're doing this. It's because they didn't think it was enough. First, the original plan, I think, was Miz, Curtis Axel, and Bo Dallas. Bo Dallas wasn't even there. I don't even know what happened to him. Is he injured? I don't know. But they realized that those guys are not big enough stars. They didn't build them properly. Their fucking fault. They could have if they wanted to. But they didn't. So they called in Sheamus and Cesaro. No explanation of why they're helping out Miz. They're just there because they want to have former tag champs as backup for Miz for the match. So, but then they figured that's not enough because, that kind of just looks a bit lazy. You've got 3 main eventers versus Miz, who's a former main eventer. So they brought in Braun Strowman. That's the main eventer. They bring in Kane, who everybody knows. So now they feel like, okay, now we've got star power to match the Shield. No, it's fucking ridiculous. And the excuse they're using is because Ambrose said they could beat 5 guys. This is just fucking overkill to have this many guys in a match, all in one fucking big match. This is they already have been fucking killing it this entire year, the concept of a multi-man match, because they have these fucking, not just every pay-per-view, but almost every fucking show. Every night, Fatal 4-Way for the tag belts. Fatal 4-Way to decide who's going to face Asuka. You have to have a fucking multi-man match to decide who's going to fight a fucking wrestler, and the title's not even on the line. And throughout the night, Asuka, my name is Asuka. Who gives a fuck? I said it time and time again. Who really gives a shit about Asuka? besides the most desperate of smarts. I want to fuck Asuka. Give me a fucking break. So, you know, that's the only reason that you know, first of all, she's probably the least attractive of all the fucking divas. I'd rather fuck every single one of them and do her last because she's the least attractive one. Seriously. Out of all these girls, you want to fuck Asuka the most? Nothing turns me on more than her wrestling ability. She's so stiff, makes my cock stiff. What a bunch of fucking morons. Guys, you know, I don't know. The Shield stuff is not doing it for me. Brock is not there. Cena's not there. I'm bored. You know, I want to see Roman advance, but he's stuck in this fucking nostalgia bullshit. I have had enough with nostalgia for years and 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 fucking years. They've been doing this nostalgia stuff because they don't want to fucking admit that their current product sucks fucking cock. So they got to keep going back to this stuff. But now they're going back to something that wasn't even that amazing. The Shield. Wow. And it sounds ridiculous that Michael Cole, they haven't been together for 3.5 years. Michael, that's not even that fucking long, bro. Like, what the fuck is he doing? What are you saying, man? That's 3.5 years is not exactly what I call a long time span. It's not even that long. Yeah, 3.5 years. Okay, go back up the fucking stairs there, guys, because it hasn't been long enough. Anyway, motherfuckers, you know, TLC is this Sunday. What the fuck? They just had a pay-per-view. Anyway, motherfuckers, this has been your YWC champ signing out.